winning this golf tournament does not change my identity. My identity is secure, and I cannot emphasize that enough. When you get married, a lot of people tend to make jokes about like, oh, your life's over, yada, yada, yada. My friends were always very excited for me to get married, but you get some people offhand just making jokes and stuff like that. When it comes to having a kid, every single person says that it changes your life and it's the most special thing in the world. So marriage has been such a tremendous aspect of my life, I cannot even imagine what being a parent is going to be like.
Scottie Scheffler hit a hole-in-one with his wife, Meredith Scudder. The pro golfer married his high school sweetheart in 2020 after conquering 4 years of long distance at their respective colleges. Scudder has been by Scheffler's side since day one, though the two started off as just friends. At the beginning of high school, I always thought he had a super humble ambiance about him, that he was just a really down-to-earth guy that doesn't take himself too seriously. Scudder told Golf Digest of her husband. The duo held off on taking their friendship to the next level for nearly 3 years, and though she witnessed every step of Scheffler's rise to fame, Scudder said even the most amazing accomplishments aren't the most important thing about him. Fans slowly grew familiar with Scudder from her tournament appearances leading up to Scheffler's first Masters win in April 2022. She even caddied for him at one point during the weekend. At the time, Scheffler told the Los Angeles Times that his wind-down routine included sitting back and giggling a little bit and eating some good food with his wife. In April 2024, Scheffler earned his second Masters jacket, but Scudder wasn't in the audience due to being 9 months pregnant with the couple's first child. To my lovely wife, Meredith. I love you, sweetheart, Scheffler said during his victory speech. I'm excited to get home. I miss you. So, who is Scottie Scheffler's wife? Here's everything to know about Meredith Scudder and her relationship with the pro golfer. Hailing from Dallas, Scheffler and Scudder are childhood sweethearts. The duo first met as freshmen at Highland Park High School, but didn't strike up a romance until their senior year. I had to woo her for a few years, he joked during a press conference for the 2023 Century Tournament of Champions. Their budding relationship was put to the ultimate test when they got accepted into rival colleges. Scudder went on to attend Texas A&M while her beau went off to the University of Texas. They dated long distance for all 4 years before getting engaged in 2020 when Scheffler popped the big question during a hike at the Arbor Hills Nature Preserve in Texas. A high school senior, Scudder knew her boyfriend was pretty good at golf. But when she saw Scheffler in a commercial for a big golf tournament, she realized just how talented he is. I won the U.S. Junior in 2013, and in 2014 I had the opportunity to play in the Byron Nelson as a high school student. Scheffler recalled to the media ahead of the 2023 Century Tournament of Champions. He continued, I was at Meredith's house one day. We were hanging out with her dad or something, and the commercial came on TV. And she was kind of looking around. She was like, wait a minute, isn't that next weekend? Isn't that what you're doing? Upon confirming that he was playing in the big leagues that weekend, Scheffler said Scudder was pretty impressed. She's like, wow, that's cool. Scheffler and Scudder tied the knot in a church ceremony on December 4, 2020, in their hometown surrounded by friends and family. Afterward, guests were invited to a Winter Wonderland-themed reception party at Arlington Hall, according to John Kane Photography, who documented the event. The venue was decorated with garland, red bows and Christmas lights while attendees were given red Santa hats and snow to throw as the couple exited the ballroom. The newlyweds drove away in a golf cart adorned with a "Just Married" banner. In December 2023, Scheffler and Scudder celebrated 3 years of marriage. Here's to year 3 happy anniversary, Mir. The golfer wrote on Instagram alongside photos of the couple's big day. Scheffler will be the first to say he isn't anything without his faith. The pro golfer has publicly spoken about being Christian numerous times and how he and Scudder lean on their faith during times of triumph and defeat. I cried like a baby this morning. I was so stressed out, Scheffler told Golf.com after winning the 2022 Masters tournament. Meredith told me, who are you to say that you are not ready? Who am I to say that I know what's best for my life? He continued, so what we talked about is that God is in control and that the Lord is leading me. And if today is my time, it's my time. And if I shot 82 today, somehow I was going to use it for his glory. During an appearance on the Sports Spectrum podcast in 2018, Scheffler explained how having the God of the universe with him just makes things a lot easier to deal with. In their daily life, Scheffler said they also look to the principles of the Bible as a form of manifesting. While Scheffler claims he's got his Chipotle order down to a science, Scudder jokes it's just a very particular way to get extra toppings. In a video for Golf Digest, Scudder revealed her husband likes to order a bowl with an extra scoop of rice and a little bit of black beans. For protein, he asks for chicken, and then just as they go to move his bowl to the next station, he asks for steak, too. Because if you just say double meat, they don't give you the full scoopage of both, Scheffler explained. He skips salsa and lettuce, but opts for cheese on top. Her favorite part about her husband's Chipotle order, however, has to do with how he eats the bowl. The pro athlete refuses to eat his food with anything but a spoon. You can't use any other silverware or else it doesn't taste the same, Scudder said, mimicking Scheffler with air quotes. No, 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 no. People always eat their Chipotle with a fork, but they use it like a spoon. Scheffler said in defense. They spoon it, but with a fork. It doesn't make any sense. Everyone else has got it wrong. I got it right with a spoon. When she isn't cheering on her husband on the golf course, Scudder is helping out at Behind Every Door, bed. She's the director of curating opportunities at the nonprofit, an organization that provides sport, educational and creative programs for the youth in underdeveloped neighborhoods in the Dallas area. I believe everyone has unique gifting. I love being part of an organization that is showing kids their giftings and giving them a chance to not only discover those gifts but see who God created them to be. Scudder told Veritex Community Bank for Essential Golf. Scheffler often volunteers for bed, too. The nonprofit's mission, which is rooted in spirituality, is one of the things that first attracted the couple. We love that it starts with listening. We don't say, "This is what you need, this is what we're here to give you," but rather, we want to build a relationship with you and walk alongside you, Scheffler explained. She added, learning how BED goes about empowering kids and families to overcome poverty and build up their communities has been amazing. We love how relational it is and that the heart behind everything they do is the gospel. That is important to Scottie and me. As well, Scheffler has had to teach his wife a thing or two about his favorite sport. During a press conference for the 2023 Century Tournament of Champions, Scheffler admitted Scudder didn't understand much about golf in the early days of their relationship. Albeit, after trailing his career and spending most of 2022 on the road with him, Scheffler said she's starting to get the hang of it. She's learned fast, he said, praising his wife. She's a student of the game. She's come to learn it. Her genuine interest and willingness to learn has led to lots of bonding with his parents, too, Scheffler added. She's spent a lot of time around my parents who love golf. She's learning. One way she's immersed herself in the game is by caddying for her husband. She carried Scheffler's clubs at the 2022 Masters tournament and then again during the par 3 contest the following year. The golf pro posted photos of himself at the tournament in April 2023, including some shots of him and his wife walking together. In March 2024, news that the couple are currently expecting their first child broke when Scudder and her noticeable baby bump were seen cheering Scheffler on as he won the Arnold Palmer Invitational. It's going to be pretty wild. I don't think it's hit either of us quite yet, maybe sometime when the baby is moving around in her stomach a bunch, but it's an exciting time for us as a family, Scheffler told PGA Tour Sirius XM Radio via Golf Week. He added, "It's been a pretty exciting last 7 months or so and we're looking forward to hopefully getting the baby out of there nice and healthy and with a healthy mama and then we'll go from there."